gosh, guys, I missed Australian coffee so much. I never thought myself a coffee snob until we came back. I made my morning coffee and I just thought, wow, that really hits the spot. And this recipe with the honey and the oat milk is just my kryptonite and I'm obsessed with it. Welcome back to the vlog, guys. I have been so excited to film this particular video for weeks now because I have just been craving a nice homey weekend and just catching up with you all. So I woke up this morning, had a shower. I haven't done my makeup or anything yet because I thought we could get ready together because I do have to go to a baby shower at lunch, which is so exciting. I love baby showers. But I thought this morning we could go through everything else that I bought whilst I was in Europe. So pause the video, make yourself comfortable, grab yourself a drink and a snack, and just get cozy with me because it's the last day of winter. We're heading into spring tomorrow. And I thought in light of that, let's do a nice wintry vlog. I have everything to make some pumpkin soup later. I also want to give the house a little bit of a reset, and it's just going to be a nice chilled one. So you would have seen in my last couple of videos, I unboxed a few things that I purchased whilst in Europe, but they were more of the big ticket items. These are just souvenirs, some little home bits. I also have some leather goods from Italy. So let's start off with Christmas decorations because on the first trip that Ryan and I ever went on, which we were 6 months into our relationship, it was 6 years ago, and we went to Europe and it was around Christmas time. So we started this little tradition of whenever we're in another country, we'll purchase a Christmas decoration, and we absolutely love doing that. So whilst we were away, we did pick up, this is like my absolute favorite one. This one was from Lake Como, and it's the most gorgeous little pottery Christmas tree, as you can see there, and I'm so glad that it made it all the way home. I did have it double wrapped in bubble wrap and also tissue paper, but I just thought that was so gorgeous. And I'm not sure if I want to hang that one on the tree or if I want to hang it somewhere, maybe on a little hook in the kitchen or something, just so we can really see it. The next one is from Mallorca. This one's just a plastic bauble. At the beginning of the trip, I did want to opt for something that I knew wouldn't break because we brought some beautiful ones home from Prague and some other countries whilst we were in Europe last time, and they broke. It just says Mallorca on there. I am thinking this year of purchasing a smaller tree just for these kinds of decorations, all of our travel ones, because there's no color scheme going on with all of these. We then purchased this one from Eze. There wasn't a lot to choose from there actually. So this is just like a little wooden train. I thought it was super cute, and it just says Eze on the side there. The next one I purchased was from Cinque Terre. I don't actually know, everyone pronounces that area differently. But this bauble is so cute. They did have some beautiful lemon ones, but we went for this round one with the lemons on it, just because I thought the white was really cute with the green and the yellow. And I think that's it, guys, for the Christmas decorations, because they were the only places that we'd come across that had them. So absolutely love those. Moving on to just little home bits. So we have a wine cork. This one says Sorrento on it. So this is the little lemon, and we really need one of these. Every time I open a bottle of champagne, we basically have to finish it because I have nothing to cork it with. So this is going to come in handy. We then purchased this little wooden house from a place called Valdemossa in Mallorca. This is like one of my favorite souvenirs out of the whole trip. I thought it was so cute. Again, lightweight, wouldn't break on the way home. And I have it sat on our bookshelf and it just looks so cute. The next item is some salad spoons because I don't currently have any. I think I do have some actually. They're just from Kmart. So when I saw these, I thought they were so beautiful, and I actually end up picking up these for Ryan's mum, my mum, and also my sister. So in Italy, they have ceramic homeware everywhere, and I thought these were really cute. So you've got the salad fork and spoon, and then they've got the ceramic handles, and on the back it just says made in Italy. I then purchased this beautiful tile from Positano. I thought this would look nice sat up anywhere in the house. It also has a little hook at the top so you can hang it somewhere. Even when we revamp our outdoor area, this could look nice outside as well. But yeah, it's just so beautiful. You've got the Positano scene there, you've got the lemons up the top, and I just loved all of the colors on this tile. They had all different sizes. I was tempted to go for the really big one, but this one was kind of just easier to travel with and didn't take up too much weight in my luggage. I then bought this at an antique market in Provence, which is in the south of France. And something that I do not have is a candle snuff, I think is what they call them. And I just thought this one was beautiful. It's made from brass. You can tell it's antique. You've got the beautiful handle detail there, and then you've got the little snuff on the end. And the reason why I was keen on this one is because whilst we were in New Zealand, we popped into an antique store and I picked up this key. So it's actually a bottle opener at one end, and then you've got the corkscrew in here. It's so beautiful, and these match quite well together, so I thought I could sit them on the drinks cabinet. And I just love brass. I think it's such a beautiful color and so timeless. So these I'll probably have forever, and I'm just really excited to use this. I've got some new candles to share with you guys. I bought one Halloween candle, and then I also have an order coming from Glasshouse, so maybe in my next vlog I'll share that with you. Whilst we're in Eze, I picked up these beautiful tea towels, and they're so beautiful that I don't actually want to use them as tea towels. I'm thinking, when you see the design you'll understand why. I'm thinking of framing these, so giving them a good iron and putting them in a large frame. I think only one will work in our kitchen. You've got this beautiful artwork, as you can see, all the vegetables in there, and I thought that this would just look really nice in the kitchen. It really is a piece of art. And then you've got another one here. So that one is the female, and then you've got the male, and I thought they were so cool. I think I like the colors on the female a little bit better. But yeah, I just thought they were so cool. I then got a couple of really cheap bits, but I thought it would be fun. So I got this apron, because I don't actually have an apron. And I thought it was really cute because it's got lemons all over it, and it says Sorrento. And I purchased one for my sister and also for Valley. So they had little baby ones. They're so cute. And I thought that eventually when Valley's old enough, if we do like a little baking day, we can all wear our matching aprons. That was like €5. And then from that same place, I purchased this tea towel. It was only about €3, but I really loved the lemon design on it. And I mean, you can't have enough tea towels. Okay, now for the piece of jewelry that I purchased. I mentioned to you guys that I really want a cameo ring. There's one at an antique fair local to us, and every single time I go, I eye it off. It's still there. It's been there for like 3 years, and the lady just will not budge on price, but she's trying to sell it for $800. So before I go ahead and invest my money in that ring, I just wanted to try it out first, and I thought that I might be able to find a cheaper one whilst in Italy. Since going to a bunch of jewelry stores there, I've realized that that's actually a really good price. But in the meantime, I just wanted to try out the gold plated version. How gorgeous is that? This ring for me is to see how much I like it. It was €70, so that's around 150 Australian dollars. So I thought if I really get my wear out of it and I really enjoy it, I'll go ahead and purchase the solid gold version. So let's just put this on and I can show you guys. So it fits on my middle finger. How gorgeous is that? I love the blue color. Cameos come in all different colors. The most common one is the orangey kind of color. But yeah, I just thought it was so beautiful, and I might actually leave that on because I've been keeping it in the box to show you guys, but now that I'm home and I've shown you, I can actually wear the ring. Now for the leather goods from Italy. I didn't purchase as much as I thought I was going to, but nothing was really jumping out at me. But I did purchase a few little pieces that I know I'm going to have for a really long time. So the first was this beautiful little coin purse. I'm obsessed with this lemon yellow color at the moment. And as you open it up, it opens like that and you can have all of your coins in there. I then purchased a new cash stuffing wallet. So I have been using a leather wallet for my cash stuffing, which is absolutely amazing, but I thought that this size was perfect because it will fit all of my banknotes really nicely, and it will also fit a bunch of bank cards as well. And yeah, I just thought it was really cute. Again, I was sold because of the yellow color on the inside, and then you've got this beautiful green, and this green matches my little Louis Vuitton PM agenda absolutely beautifully. So I thought that could be a nice little set. And I think this one was about €30. So again, not too bad price wise. And I just absolutely love these colors. It was nice to opt for something other than black. Speaking of black though, I did purchase a bag. This I thought was so cute. I went into a vintage store and they had a it wasn't even vintage. It was a pre-loved Bottega mini woven bag, and I was eyeing it off, but it didn't fit my phone. So I kept looking through all of the other leather stores and I came across this little bag, and I thought, you know what, let's just go with that. It's from Italy. I can keep it as a bit of a memento, and it can fit my phone and all of my daily essentials. So this is the bag here. It's just woven leather the whole way around. And then as you open it up, you've got gold hardware and it has a cross-body strap. And I really missed having a cross-body bag in my collection. I feel like the last few bags that I've purchased are all shoulder bags and I've really loved that trend. But I ended up getting rid of a lot of my crossbody bags and they're just so functional, especially when I'm running errands. So yeah, I might even wear this today with a little dress to the baby shower. Now for the haul I'm sure you're all excited for, all of the beauty bits I purchased whilst I was in Italy. So the first thing is actually toothpaste. I'm sure you've all seen this before. It's definitely trending at the moment. And it's the Marvis toothpaste. I believe it is Italian made. I got the standard, you know, classic whitening mint. I also bought one for my mum, which I've already given her. So I thought this one was really nice because it's just plain silver and I might be able to use this in future vlogs, you know, little evening routines. And then I also went for this one, which is a limited edition. It's the Garden Collection in this flavor Kissing Rose. I thought this packet was absolutely beautiful. Then we have a bunch of products from the brand Quarterly, I think that's how you say it. And I just basically asked the lady there, which are your most popular products? And she pulled them all out for me and I just said, yeah, I'll get all of those. So the first one, this is actually a new one apparently. It is just their daily moisturizer and I went for the combination skin. So they had one for dry skin, one for normal skin, and one for combination. So I went for this one. I then went for this, which is a little bit of a viral product, and it's their Quarterly Beauty Elixir Smoothing Glowing Complexion. I did try this out. It's very glowy. I feel like it's got a little bit of oil in there, so I'm thinking I'll just use this at night. I then purchased the Quarterly face sunscreen. This is in SPF 30, so they had a range. They had 50 plus as well, but I just went for the 30. Again, I saw this one on an Instagram reel, people raving about it, so I thought I would give it a go. Then this one was very highly recommended by the lady at the chemist, and it is their, it's all in Vino Perfect. It's all in Italian or French. And basically this is like a serum that gets rid of dark spots, which is something I need, especially because I was in the sun so much whilst I was over there and I have so many new dark spots around my eyebrows and around my mouth. So I'm really keen to start using this. It looks like a really nice milky consistency. And then I actually purchased a perfume because I am a sucker for the color purple. I saw this box sitting there and I was like, what is that? And she said these perfumes are so beautiful, and this actually ended up being my favorite scent as well, so I knew I had to get it. It's just a really nice fresh scent that I'll be able to wear every single day. And guys, look at the bottle. It's the most beautiful purple frosted glass and I just absolutely love it. Really keen to try this out. I'm really into fragrances at the moment. I have quite the collection now. And then up the counter when I was checking out, they had these little packs. So you've got a Quarterly lip balm, and then you've also got, I think it's their hand cream, and she did say that the hand cream was completely free with this pack, so I ended up purchasing it. And then the last item I purchased is actually from the brand Isden. I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly, but this is a TikTok viral sunscreen my sister said she came across, and it is a tinted SPF 50. So this would probably be perfect for the days that I'm heading into work or on the days that I'm just running errands. So there's the bottle there. It's just a plastic bottle, but I just really wanted to try it out. And I almost forgot, I did purchase a couple of bits whilst I was in the south of France. I ended up purchasing a little hand cream, and I got one of these for Ryan's mum, my mum, and my sister. And I just got one of each scent. They smell so beautiful. And then I also purchased a fragrance. Look how beautiful this packaging is. So gorgeous. And then you've got the map of Paris on the back because this scent is called Belle de Paris. And the bottle was just so beautiful. And all of these perfumes, it's hard to explain because I've never smelt these scents before. They're not botanical, but they just smell expensive. So I opted for this one. It comes in the most beautiful glass bottle. I'm so glad I went for this scent, and it comes in 100 ml, so it's quite a big bottle. So they are all the beauty bits that I purchased whilst I was in Europe. It's almost 10 AM, so I should probably start getting ready, and then I'll also give the house a bit of a spruce. I have about 4 baskets of clean washing that needs to be folded and put away. So yeah, I'm trying to be as productive as possible today. getting away from me. So let's just get ready, do my makeup for the baby shower, and then later I can do some housework. I did just quickly pack the dishwasher and get that going. And then, like I said, all the washing is done. So for my makeup today, I'm going to just do a very natural makeup look. And I'm not going to run through exactly step by step what I do, because I just remembered I do a little bit of a makeup tutorial in my holiday vlog. I did that whilst I was in Rome. So I'm thinking next weekend is when I'll be able to get that vlog up. There's so much footage, it's almost overwhelming. So I'm thinking this week coming I'll dedicate to the Europe vlog and try and get that up for you guys. But today I thought we could talk a little bit about realizations that I had taking a month away from YouTube and social media. I mean, I was posting frequently on Instagram, but it really was nice to just take a good step back. So yeah, I did have some realizations, and I've got a really good idea of the direction that I'm moving in for my life and for my YouTube and my career. So let's talk about it. So I'm going to go in with the SPF 30 quarterly daily sunscreen. That way I can just put this on first, and then I can go in with my foundation. So I'm just going to put like a pea-sized amount, and we'll see how this goes, because I actually haven't tried this yet. Oh, it smells really nice. All of their products smell absolutely beautiful. Hopefully it doesn't break me out, because sometimes when there's a lot of fragrance in products, it can break me out. So realizations that I had, oh my gosh, where do I start? So I guess for me, the biggest thing that I think about majority of the time is my YouTube channel. You wouldn't believe how much it takes up of my life and my thoughts, in a good way, because it's my ultimate hobby. I guess how I can put this simply is I don't envision myself being a fashion, handbag, beauty YouTuber. You know those handbag YouTubers who solely review handbags, buy handbags, talk about handbags? That's not what I envision for myself. The girls that you follow for outfit inspiration, they're always on the latest trends, they always have clothing hauls and just really up with fashion in general. That's not where I see myself going. I have always loved capsule wardrobe fashion and handbags, which I do want to keep filming and including on my channel. But the basis of that is to look good on a budget and go for more timeless style. So that content is still a major pillar of mine, but it's one of many. But I just want to include more stuff that I'm actually doing, because I got to the point where I was trying to think of video ideas and buying stuff for content. I don't want to buy bags just to create a video. I want to just share with you the bag that I bought and the bag that I'm using. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope you guys are excited for it. And it's so interesting because sorry I'm talking so much. I'm going in with my Chanel foundation. This is the Le Beige foundation, and it might be a little bit, it might be a little bit light for my complexion, but I'll blend it in and add some bronzer. I did a poll on my YouTube community page and asked you guys, what do you want to see from me? In the past, whenever I've done that, you guys just want to see fashion related content, handbags and hauls. And every time I did those polls, I was almost not bummed, but I was a little bit like, I felt like I needed to buy more stuff and be up with trends and research trends just to film content. Whereas I did one when I got back, and my audience has grown quite quickly. I went from, I think I had 4,000 subscribers at the start of this year, and I'm at almost 16,000 now. So I asked you guys again, and majority of you wanted more lifestyle content, which is just so lovely to hear, because that's what I want to film. And I know a lot of you are probably like, just film what you want to film, don't worry too much about what people, say. But there's always an element of you when you're creating content that you want your audience to enjoy it. So anyway, I was really pleasantly surprised and pleased that you guys want to see more lifestyle related content. So that's what I want to do. I've just blended all of that in. It's definitely too light for my complexion at the moment, so I'm gonna have to warm this up. I've used my Chanel, this is the new blush that I bought. It's a cream blush, and I've just popped it on the apples of my cheeks and a little bit on my lips actually. And I'm going to use my Hoola bronzer, which I haven't used for years. So I'm just going to go in, I'm thinking I'll use a big fluffy brush and just kind of, like I said, warm up my face. So yeah, they're my realizations about my content, and I'm really excited because guys, I My dream is to do this as a job. Wow, I look really crazy right now. It has been my ultimate dream since I started my YouTube channel. What person who has a YouTube channel wouldn't love to do it full time? And taking that break was so needed because I was starting to feel really stagnant with my content. I just wasn't sure what direction I was going in, but now I feel so motivated. So if any of you guys are silent watchers of my channel and you enjoy what I create, then please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Every like, every comment, every view, I appreciate it so much. And I just cannot believe I'm still doing this. Almost 3 years later, I'm still here creating videos. It is like the one thing in my life that I've actually stayed consistent with. So that is my face all warmed up. Now let's go in with a little bit more bronzer, but this time I'm going to use the Hourglass. It has a little bit of shimmer in it, so it might just create a little bit of dimension to my face again. And I'm going to have to use that same brush because I don't have another one. Guys, can you see this light switch here? This is what it's like being married now to a builder. It's so great because obviously he can build anything and everything when it comes to the house, but nothing is ever properly finished because it's all his mates that do this stuff. And you know, sometimes things are forgotten, and yeah, we still don't have a light switch on this light. And we've got it in the drawer, I just need to get someone to put it on. Anyway, speaking of the house, I'm feeling really motivated to organize. So like I said, it's spring tomorrow. I am going to spring clean my whole house. Well, that's the intention that I've set. So if you guys are into cleaning, speed cleaning videos, organization videos, then I have so much coming for you because I plan to go through every part of the house and give it a big declutter and a clean. And I'm just really excited to create that kind of content because that's genuinely what I'm doing in my life. I also want to tackle the garden because that is something that I have neglected for so long. I go through little stages of being really into the garden and a veggie patch, but I'm really keen to basically give the garden a reset. So pull out any dead plants, pull out any weeds, and make a bit of a plan of how I want it to look. Maybe buy some new plants, and I also really want to start a veggie patch because I use so many herbs in my cooking. I get a lot from my mum because she is just like an avid gardener, but if I don't see her for a week or so, I've got to buy basil, rosemary, and just all of those herbs that I know are super easy to grow and I've grown in the past. So I just need to get back to really being into my garden, getting the compost going again, just so there's less waste, like food waste in the house, all of that. I've also been asked a few questions about kids, like when am I, now that I'm married and stuff, obviously those questions come up, like when do I see us starting a family? And look, right at this point, I don't know. All I know is right now, I'm not wanting kids at this moment. Obviously we want children, that is no question about that, but just it's a matter of when do you start actually trying. It's just right now I'm thinking about decluttering the house. I'm thinking about the things we want to do around the house. We have actually discussed potential like some more little renovations here and there. So that right now is what's on my plate. Kids I've kind of just pushed to the side for now. So guys, I'm just going in with a brow crayon. I actually picked this one up from Sephora whilst I was over in Europe, and it seems to be the perfect color. Not too light, not too dark. What else did I want to talk about? I actually wanted to talk a little bit about the changing of seasons, and there's a lack of content on YouTube of Australian YouTubers who really follow the seasons, and I want to really bring that into my life. So like I said, it's the end of winter today and we are heading into spring tomorrow. So just little things like, what does spring mean for me? Spring is florally, or like nice fresh candles in the house. I want to make a point of having fresh flowers every week in my house during spring. And spring cleaning, decluttering and organizing. That for me is going to be spring. And then when it comes to another season, I want to change that up a bit. Another way that I have been thinking is in quarterly when it comes to planning. So planning by the quarter. I will explain this in a planner video. So the end of September is the start of a new quarter. So I'm not thinking about it right now, but what do the last 3 months of the year look like for me? Do I want to create some Christmas wish lists? Do I want to organize some events? Because obviously around the end of the year, everyone's off work a little bit more, has some time off. Is there anything that I want to plan, like a little Christmas party or a Halloween get together? All these little things that I've been thinking about. And it just gives my day-to-day life a little bit more intention, rather than me getting to the end of the year and being like, wow, what was 2024? You know what I mean? I just want to break it down, rather than thinking, what are my 2024 goals? Break it down into quarters. And I feel like I've achieved a lot more. I am far more productive, and it's more fun that way. So I'll definitely chat about that a little bit more in my upcoming planner videos, which I've got so much content planned for that, guys. I have actually purchased a pre-loved designer item that has to do with planning. So if you think you know what that is, let me know in the comments below, take your guess. But I am so excited for that to arrive, because I will be doing a full planner reset. So that is my makeup routine. I'm just going in with a little bit of the Laura Mercier setting powder, just doing the spots that I tend to get a little bit oily. So they are the main realizations I had whilst I was away. It's basically ensuring that what I'm doing with my life day to day is what I enjoy, because life is short, money comes and goes. So I just want to make sure that how I'm feeling my days is how I truly want to live my life. And I know a lot of my realizations were to do with my career and my YouTube and, you know, my projects. That is because that is the season that I'm in right now at this time. So of course, in a couple of years' time, when I do decide to have a family, my realizations and my wants and my goals will change according to that. But right now, before children, I have a few things that I want to accomplish. So yeah, I'm feeling very excited, very motivated. And I really need to get cracking. This is the outfit. So guys, I have been living in this dress. I took it to Europe with me, and every couple of days I would put it on, because you don't need to iron it. So when I pull it out of the wash, it looks fine. I think just because of the design, you've obviously got the ruching here and it's quite flowy. You just can't see any creases. So love that about this dress. And then I'm going to put on this Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb or something, I think it's called. What is it? Riri Gloss Bomb. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on. For perfume, I've got my Coach one. I was going to wear my new quarterly one, but to be honest, you know how you just are feeling a particular scent depending on the day? I really feel like this one, it is like my go-to. So I'll only do, I shouldn't have spritzed it on my chest, because Valley's coming and I love her. I am constantly holding her and I don't want there to be too much perfume on me when I'm holding her. So I might even just get a baby wipe and just wipe my chest. Oh, why didn't I think of that? I'm sure it'll be fine. Also, I have stacked this ring from Linya. I've had it for ages. It's the little baguette diamond ring. I've stacked it with my wedding band and engagement ring, and I just think it looks so nice. That is like my dream stack right there. This is all my everyday jewelry. I didn't take my gold bangle to Europe with me because I was just, not that it ever comes off, but yeah, I decided not to take it and I missed it so much, so I'm excited to be wearing it again. So yeah, that's my outfit. I really have to go. I'm gonna go pick Amber up, and then, because that's right, she's not bringing the baby. Jake's gonna look after her today, so that way Amber's off the hook. Oh, maybe I'll put some more perfume on then. Spritz me up. So I think that was the best pumpkin soup I have ever made. Lately when I've been cooking, because I don't love cooking, if I'm honest, I would rather do a lot of other things with my time, but lately I've been really trying to enjoy it, and my meals have been tasting so much better because I'm aware of what flavors I'm using, and I'm just putting in, yeah, a little bit of extra effort, and it goes a long way. So even with that bread tonight, usually with my soup I would just have some buttered toast, but I made sure that I popped to the shop, I got a nice loaf of bread, I mixed butter with freshly chopped garlic, and then put that in the bread and put it into the oven, and it was just like the garlic bread alone made the whole meal. And then even with the pumpkin soup, instead of using regular dairy cream, which is what I usually do, I swapped it out for coconut milk because I am trying to be dairy free at the moment, and it was delicious. I feel like coconut milk in general goes so nicely with curries and soups. So yeah, absolutely love that. I thought I would come into my office because I am going to start editing this video tonight. I might make myself a little tea and start editing. But before I do, I wanted to share with you the books that I read whilst I was away. So Ryan and I took our Kindles. We did a fair bit of reading because we were on a few trains, planes, and then also laying by the beach. We always had our Kindles with us. So the first book that I finished whilst over there was Iron Flame. Now I absolutely loved Fourth Wing. It was such a page turner for me, and I read it super quickly. So when I started reading Iron Flame, I was a little bit disappointed because it just felt like it wasn't getting anywhere, and it was just really long-winded. And I honestly, at about, because on a Kindle it'll tell you what percentage you're at about 25% to 30% through the book, I almost parked it and wasn't even going to bother finishing it because I wasn't enjoying it. However, I shared those thoughts with you guys on my Instagram, and so many of you responded and was like, you have to just push through because it gets so much better. So I pushed through, and you guys were right, it got so much better. I really enjoyed it, and now I'm so excited for the third book. So I absolutely love that. It did take me a while. I didn't realize that Iron Flame was such a big book. Well, it is for me anyway. So I finished that one. Then after that, I was looking for something a little more lighthearted because we were in Europe by the beach, and I just wanted the book that I was reading to match that vibe. So I decided to read It Happened One Summer, which was recommended by Alyssa Lenore. I follow her on Instagram and YouTube, and she recommended It Happened One Summer, and I really loved it. It was just a total chick flicky kind of book, but super lighthearted. It wasn't a really long one either, and I found it funny in parts as well. Sometimes with these books, in a few that I've been reading lately and a lot of the ones that are recommended, all of the more raunchy parts within the book, I find it awkward to read at times because for me, it's not realistic. And when they're voicing everything that they're saying to each other, and it's almost a little bit cringy for me. So I found that in Iron Flame as well. I found it hard to get through some of those parts because I was like, okay, I don't know. I've just been finding that across the board lately with a lot of books that I'm reading. When it gets to the sex scenes or the raunchy parts, it's just a little bit much. So after I finished that book, I decided to read Verity because I started to read that months ago and thoroughly enjoyed it. I only got up to like chapter 4 or 5 and I was really enjoying it. But I think for book club we were reading something else, so I ended up jumping to a different book and I never ended up finishing it. So I downloaded Verity and thoroughly enjoyed it. Such a page turner. It was definitely disturbing in parts, but overall I really enjoyed it. Again, the sex scenes and stuff, I was just like, okay, cool. It was just a little bit much. So read Verity. I feel like I go from something serious to a bit more lighthearted. So after Verity, I decided to start Flawless by Elsie Silver. Love that book. Again, it was very similar to It Happened One Summer, and it was just a very light-hearted book. I know there's a bunch of those within the series, so I probably will read more of the books from Elsie Silver. And then after that, I did decide to start The Tattooist of Auschwitz. So really, really heavy book to read, but it's one of those ones that I've had on my to-read list for such a long time. I'm about 20% of the way through, but Ryan and I actually started watching it on Stan. So now I'm not sure if I'm actually going to finish the book because I've been watching the series on Stan. So I've kind of parked that one. Sometimes I'm really in the mood to read World War II books and watch those kinds of documentaries, so maybe I'll just I don't know, park that one, and I don't really feel like reading it at the moment. So I then downloaded The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren, which apparently is actually 2 women. This one has been recommended by Ellen Miller here on YouTube. I absolutely love her channel, and she does a lot of book reviews, and she recommended this one. She said it was so funny, so witty. So I've started reading that one. I'm actually already 30% of the way through. I'm enjoying it so far. Again, it's very similar to It Happened One Summer, but it's more funny than raunchy, which I'm really enjoying. So they're the books that I read whilst I was away. If you have any recommendations for me, please let me know in the comments below. Yeah, I'm just really loving this Kindle at the moment. I'm really loving reading at the moment, and I honestly think that since getting this, I've read so much more just because of the ease of it. It's lightweight, it's easy to use, and just thoroughly enjoying it. So they're the books. Then I wanted to share with you, because these actually just arrived today and it might be something that I do this week. So after the wedding, obviously everyone gave us some, we had a wishing well, and we also, some people gave us some lovely gifts. And because we left for Europe like 2 days after the wedding, I didn't have time to thank everyone. So I sent everyone a message letting them know that, you know, I want to get around to thanking everyone individually when we get back. And something that I ordered as soon as we got home from Vistaprint are these thank you cards. So it's just an image of Ryan and I. This is like my favorite photo from the photographer, and it just says thank you, and it's just plain on the back. So it's a nice card, and then they also came with envelopes. So I plan to write messages out to everyone and send them all out. So that is my task for this week. Now I am just going to make myself a tea, start editing this video, but I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I really want to get into the habit of vlogging each week. God, my hair just keeps falling down. It's like that awkward length where I can't put it up high. So if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and goodbye winter. I didn't experience much of a winter because obviously we've been away for the past month, but I'm really excited for spring. Spring is like my favorite season, and autumn, the shoulder seasons, and I'm just so excited for it. So anyway guys, I will catch you all in my next video. Bye.